Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. Breaking news. In a world that only sees the spotlight, Wang Yibo's quiet voice often gets drowned in noise. They see the fame, the stages, the flawless smile, but they don't see him. For years, he has been labeled cold, emotionless, even arrogant. But behind that silence hides a man who has carried loneliness heavier than trophies. And now, for the first time, Wang Yibo finally speaks, not as an idol, not as a superstar, but as a human being who just wants to be understood. When his confession aired, fans around the world broke down in tears. Because the words he said were not just his story, they were the voice of every soul who has ever been misunderstood. Wang Yibo was never the loud one. In interviews, he often sat quietly, eyes down, letting others take the stage. Reporters called him uninterested, difficult, even arrogant. But those who truly watched him, the fans who stayed, knew that silence was never coldness. It was armor. From his earliest days in UNIQ, Yibo carried a weight few could imagine. He was young, far from home, navigating a cutthroat industry that rewards noise more than sincerity. While others gained attention through variety shows and scandals, Yibo stayed focused, rehearsing until dawn, speaking only when he had something real to say. Yet, that restraint became his curse. Because in the entertainment world, silence is dangerous. Silence invites rumors. Silence lets people create their own version of you. He was called robotic. Some said, he never smiles. Others joked, he doesn't care about his fans. But what no one saw was the exhaustion behind his calm expression. The anxiety before every public event, wondering what headline would twist his words this time. And then came the untamed. It should be even the turning point, the role that finally let people see his soul. But even as the world fell in love with Lan Wangji's quiet devotion, Yibo himself remained hidden behind his character. He smiled through interviews, bowed at award shows, but off camera, he often walked alone. Those close to him noticed. He'd spend hours at the practice room, skateboarding in silence, lost in his thoughts. He wasn't chasing fame anymore, he was chasing peace. And yet, peace never came. Because no matter how hard he worked, people kept saying the same thing. He's just lucky. He's expressionless. He doesn't deserve the hype. Every word cut deeper than the last. Until one day, during a quiet fan meeting, someone asked him softly, "Yibo, are you happy?" He paused. The crowd went silent. Then, almost in a whisper, he said, "I just want to be understood." That one sentence broke the wall. It happened during a recent behind-the-scenes interview for one of his film projects. The topic was simple: how do you deal with public pressure? But his answer changed everything. Wang Yibo looked down, hands folded tightly. His voice trembled slightly as he spoke. "When people misunderstand me, I used to stay quiet. Because I thought silence was strength. But over time, it starts to hurt." The room froze. Cameras kept rolling, but no one dared to interrupt. He continued, "Sometimes, when I'm smiling on stage, I'm actually fighting myself inside. I tell myself, don't show weakness, don't let them see your pain. But it's lonely to always be the strong one." For the first time, fans saw not the superstar but the boy who'd grown up in a world that punished vulnerability. He shared how online hate and baseless rumors left him sleepless for nights. How people he trusted turned their backs when he needed them most. And how he started questioning his worth, not as a celebrity, but as a person. "I'm not asking everyone to love me," he said softly. I just want people to see me as human. I make mistakes. I have feelings. And sometimes, I just need understanding. Those words echoed across social media within hours. Wang Yibo confessions started trending in China, Korea, and globally. Thousands of fans began posting heartfelt messages. I'm sorry for doubting you. You don't owe us perfection. We understand you now, Yibo. Even celebrities who worked with him shared their support. One actor commented, "He's one of the kindest people I've ever met. He just doesn't show it in public." It was like the entire world finally exhaled, realizing they'd mistaken his silence for indifference, when it was actually pain. But even in that wave of empathy, Wang Yibo didn't celebrate. He simply said, "Thank you. That means more to me than any award." Short pause. Because for someone like Yibo, validation doesn't come from applause. It comes from connection, from being truly seen. Fame can be blinding. From the outside, it looks like glitter and dreams. But behind the camera lights, Wang Yibo's world was often dim. He once admitted that after long shoots, he'd drive around the city alone, no destination, just quiet roads and music that made him feel less empty. He said the world outside the car window always felt more real than the stage lights. In one unseen clip, he looked out at his fans during a concert and whispered, "They cheer for me, but they don't know how tired I am." That line broke hearts. Because even at the peak of success, loneliness can still find you. What makes Wang Yibo's story so human is not his fame but his fragility. His honesty reminded fans that behind every idol is someone who bleeds, doubts, and hopes just like them. And when he finally let down his walls, he gave his fandom and maybe the whole world permission to do the same. He taught millions that silence doesn't mean apathy, and that being misunderstood doesn't make you weak. It makes you real. As his confession spread, fans around the world began sharing their own stories. Messages poured in from students, artists, even mothers, all saying the same thing: "Yibo, you helped me feel seen." Because in a world obsessed with perfection, he dared to show imperfection. He dared to admit that fame doesn't erase loneliness. That courage became his most beautiful act yet. Wang Yibo once said,